Hi guys, welcome to my channel Telugu Trade. Please follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Telegram by using the name Telugu Trade. Today I'm going to tell you about a beautiful concept how to identify a stock or when to buy a stock, because this is the dilemma which many people are going to face throughout their investment or trading career. So today here I am telling you a concept, by using it you can easily make 10 to 20% in any kind of market. So I have shared some of the examples here. I have taken 4 to 5 stocks where I am going to give you a brief analysis. If you have entered at a particular point of time, you would have made beautiful 5 to 10 or 15% depending upon the stock to stock. Here we go. How to identify a stock for best returns or investment purpose. So basically, people identify the stocks on the basis of either fundamental analysis or technical analysis or both. So people who identify stocks on fundamental analysis are called fundamental analysts. People who identify stocks on technical analysis are called technical analysts. But people who identify stocks by using fundamental and technical approach or technical analysis are called techno-fundamental analysts. So basically, techno-fundamental analysis use both fundamental and technical approach to identify a stock or to invest in a stock. So what is fundamental analysis? People normally analyze the intrinsic value, face value, book value, P by E, debt equity ratio, ROE and ROCE, etc. to arrive at fundamental analysis. So these are the few of the concepts people normally use while identifying a stock. So as explaining fundamental analysis takes too long time, here I'm going to give you some basic checklist to identify a stock for best returns. So please concentrate on the below things. So good management, Tata. So whenever you say a company with a good management in India, the Tata comes first. So a company with good management can be always invested for long-term returns. And the second one is strong and ethical corporate governance. Example, Infosys. So the company should conduct all their activities in an ethical manner and in transparent manner. So the third one is market leaders or monopoly. Example, IRCTC. This monopoly or market leaders means they have higher market share and they have almost lesser competition from other brands. The fourth one is consistent sales performance and return on equity. So whenever you are trying to analyze a company, try to see the past sales performance and how much return that particular company or a shareholder is making by investing in that particular shareholder share. The fourth one, the fifth one is low debt to equity ratio. This means that normally companies which has low debt or low borrowings are good to invest, and the ideal debt equity ratio should be 1 or less than 1. And the next one is able to pay short term obligations. The company should be able to meet all its working capital needs, and it should be in a position to pay all its short term obligations, I mean less than 1 year, in a easy manner. And the last but not least, the pledging of the promoter. The promoter should not pledge any shares with the institutional organizations or any mutual fund companies, because pledging, if the company is pledging, it means that the company is lacking some financial strength. So what is technical analysis? People normally analyze the price action, volumes, charts, moving averages, RSI, MACD, ADX, etc. to arrive at technical analysis. As technical analysis takes too long time, here I am going to give you basic checklist to identify stock for best returns. The first one is stock should trade above 50-day moving average. The second one is stock should ideally trade above 200-day moving average for long-term investment. The third one is RSI, relative strength index, weekly and monthly should be above 55. So fourth one, I am telling you, this is a beautiful thing. No one will tell you, when 50-day moving average is greater than 200-day moving average, it is the best time to enter for fast and furious returns. And the fifth one is stop loss after entry should be either 50-day moving average or 200-day moving average, depending upon at what moving average you are entering first. And the stop loss should be always 5% on your capital. Whenever the stock is going in the opposite direction, don't try to fight against that trend. Try to keep 5% of stop loss or 2% of stop loss on your capital as per your risk appetite, and maintain strict stop loss. Here I am going to present you charts of the 5 of the stocks I have analyzed, where I have shown 50-day moving average by blue line and 200-day moving average by red line. Here if you see, in case of Divis Laboratories, the stock is trading well above 50-day moving average and 200-day moving average. So if you see, once this stock falls below 50-day moving average, it has come down, and whenever it is above 50-day moving average, it has given a beautiful return. If you see, from 2257, suppose if you have taken an entry at the 50-day moving average of 2257, it is currently trading at 2460, which means almost 10% return on equity. On the other side, once the stock has fallen below 50-day moving average, it tried to take support at 200-day moving average levels, close to 200-day moving average also sometimes, and it has bounced back very beautifully. So Divis, today also Divis results has come, and it is very beautiful, and I expect stock to reach fresh highs about 2530. So coming to the chart of Navin Florin, here you see the 50-day moving average is 1437 and the 200-day moving average is 1076. So whenever the stock bounce back from below 50-day moving average to above 50-day moving average, it has almost given 100 to 150 points on the upper side. Also notice the RSI is trading well above 64. The third example is Hero Motor. Hero Motor, here you see the stock is trading only above 50-day moving average, and it is facing temporary resistance at 200-day moving average. Once this stock crosses 200-day moving average of 2338, the stock can give beautiful returns on the upper side. The RSI is also supporting at 63 levels. This is the stock which has caught so many investors in the last 6 to 7 months. It is Bharti Airtel. If you see, the Bharti Airtel 200-day moving average is 450 and the 50-day moving average is 513. So as long as the Bharti Airtel stock stays above 513, you can always see so many times the stock has bounced from this level 5 to 6 times, and it has given almost 60 to 70 points on the upper side. Even the RSI is also supporting, and it is at 61, and if you see the last 2 days volumes, it is a huge volume. The last chart is Bajaj Finance. Here also the stock is facing resistance at 50-day moving average and 200-day moving average also. I feel that once the stock crosses and stays above 50-day moving average of 2201 comfortably, and once this stocks breaks a 2400 level, the stock is poised for a return of 2800 and 3100 levels. The volume also has come back very strong in the last 1 day of a trading session, and the RSI is also trending upward at 58 levels. So someone who wants to invest this stock, they can maintain strict stop loss at 2200 level, which is 50-day moving average, and he can look for another 300 to 400 points on the upper side. Thank you all for watching my video. In case if you like, please do not forget to subscribe my channel.